Hey YouTube, review that whatever, back with another guitar video. This is the JS32. I had some questions in the comments regarding how it was wired up and what I kind of used. So I'm going to show you guys what all that is about. So let's start with the hardware here. So you have this right here. That's the afterburner switch. You have this distributor box. I can't remember what they call it. That is the heart of the system, I guess. And then you have this switch right here, which is that's the kill switch, and then you have the factory switches here. So what you do is when you get this kit, or a EMG kit, I'm assuming they're still using these. This is only a couple years old. So you get this thing here, right? And then on the side you see it says bridge in, bridge out, or bridge in, neck in, bridge out, or out. That's pretty straightforward. You plug in your bridge pickup to the bridge one and your neck pickup to the next one, neck one, and out is the output signal that makes you make noise through the amp. Okay. So the output one is pretty straightforward. It goes from, normally it would go from this switch to your main volume, or volumes, depending if you had two volume switches, to the output. Since I have the kill switch, it has to get interrupted, so it goes from here to the kill switch to here, then out, right? So, or backwards would be jack, main volume, kill switch, this little distributor box, then it distributes, you know, and that interrupts the signal from whichever pickup it is. This ground wire, so you don't use the factory ground. I just shoved it back in here because it doesn't really do much. It just is hanging out. Now this is where it gets interesting now. So this is a full solderless system. We'll talk about that 9-volt here in a second, but this is a full solderless system. So right here on the side you have your ground, and then you have basically your positions. And these are already wired. I think this is in the video when I was talking about trial and error. This is kind of what the trial and error was. But yeah, you just put them in there, and then you just tighten them. You just kind of tighten them down. Oh, sorry about that. That looks bad. I'm using my cell phone here. You just tighten them down, and there we go. If it focus, that's what that does. And then I just Velcroed it in here, the little piece of Velcro I had to keep it from flapping around, you know. Not like I'm ever on stage, but I don't want it flapping around. It's pretty straightforward though. It's really easy to install, like I was saying. The pictures in the video, or the pictures in the videos, the pictures in the instruction in the video tutorials are really good through EMG, if I remember correctly. I don't think I have the instructions anymore. Sorry about the camera shaking. Then here's the afterburner. So you have the gain knob there, which I think mine is maybe a little bit more aggressive than the factory setting. And then you have this right here. And it doesn't want to. There we go. And then I think it's high, mids, and lows are the switches, but there's 2 or 3. Is there ever? No, it's just one. It's 1, 2, and 3, and then so you can go all the way up, all the way down, all middle, or a mix of the both. So it looks like I'm down on 1, up on 2, and then down on 3. All right. So for the battery to work, these are passive pickups, but for that boost switch, you need power to do that. So when the switch is pushed in, you have the boost and power. This battery has lasted me quite a while, and I know a lot of guys at the other EMGs say their batteries last a good amount of time, but I had to do it the not so proper way of just shoving it in the cavity here. But that's fine, you know. I don't have a little cool little like slip over here for it or something, which I thought about doing, but my woodworking skills are not on par with my plugging and playing skills. These switches are pretty cool. When you put them in, you just pop out your old one. You got to unscrew the little hex nut. So unscrew it. Then you just shove this thing through, kind of hold it, tighten it down with your whatever size socket it is, and you're good to go. The battery. So if you follow the lines, it goes. The red goes from battery to the pickup, and then there is a ground. Then you got to ground it out, and it just grounds to the output. The output right there. It's pretty straightforward. This kit already came with the ground connected, because this. So for the EMG ALX, you have to basically run them all. I mean, you don't have to. I'm sure there's ways around it, but ideally that's how it was intended to be invented or made. Right here, I messed up, so I had to fix some stuff. I cut that a little short, if I remember correct, and I just shoved it down in there. Super proper, but it works. You know, that's all about guitar playing is making sure it works. I'm going to flip you guys around and show you what the guitar looks like all pieced together, and then I have some little sneak peek there. I have a little different add-on here that I stole off another Jackson. But anyways, let me put this back together for you guys, and I'll be right back. All right, guys, here's what it looks like all pieced back together. I just put the battery in there, kind of closed this down, and then I got this piece of foam in here to just kind of keep the noise and the vibrations and all that down. Can't remember how I had it, but I'll figure it out. But anyways, guys, again, I'll be back with you in a second. All right, guys, what's going on? So the thing I wanted to show was I got this Japanese neck. Still has the Made in Japan sticker on it, which is pretty rad. This is off a, I have no idea what model Jackson it is. I'm going to show you guys if you want to see it real quick. Alright, so this is my other Jackson. Don't get mad. But there we go. This old school dinky, this old Japanese dinky. I tried to do like a slight rusto mod on it, and it didn't turn out very well. But I think that looked pretty rad. This one, really quick, has the stopper in the back of it. So the reason I ended up basically stripping this guitar for this neck is, so right here, or if I can point, about right here, I had to, I won't be able to lift that for you guys, there's a lot of tension on these springs. And you can kind of see in there, maybe. I had to get some wood glue. There's actually a crack forming in there, and it was really, it wasn't throwing it out of tune, but I started, you could hear when you're using the bar, you could hear like a little bit, so I wanted to fix that. And then I was looking at this thing, and I was like, this would look sick with a reverse headstock, and I don't know about you guys, but it looks super metal. I'm still super happy with this build. Still don't have my back cover on because they're kind of a pain to take off, especially when you got a Floyd Rose, so I just keep them off. I know there's a little slit in there, but I mean, really, I mean, it's a pain. You guys all know it. You got to get your little Stanley screwdriver with the bit changers, and you got to get the right bit and all that crap. Too much work. And then a little slit in there can be small sometimes, and you're trying to like really get in there, make sure they're the right level. You know, you guys have all been there probably. And if you haven't, it's a fun trip, but it's a pain. But the old Jackson necks fit perfectly on these. Trying to get you guys all the good angles here because I'm cheap and I record this stuff on cell phones. And I honestly think it looks amazing. It is bigger though. It's definitely thicker. I think I mentioned it in one of my other videos, but I just wanted to recap it real quick. Yeah, but that's the internals of this and how I wire it up. If you guys have any questions or comments, please, like I said in the last video, just let me know on the, down below or whatever. But yeah, I would like to say this though. In my last video I mentioned how good the neck bolts were. This has the Japanese style nut on it with just the special bits up top, little plates or whatever they're called, blocks or whatever. The blocks are still good, but this is starting to get stripped out, which is annoying, but again, they're like $20, $25. I'm not really that upset about it. But anyways, yeah guys, see you in the next. Like, share, subscribe, whatever, and just and hope you like the video.